my hair tips. There's just a couple on these, okay? Now, I don't wash my hair every day. To be honest, I probably wash my hair closer to 2 times a week. Sometimes even one, that's a lie. No, I do 2 times a week at minimum. Sometimes 3, but definitely 2. Now, in between times, sometimes especially when I wear my hair straight, I don't know why, I just feel like it gets oily a lot quicker. When I wear it curly, I can definitely only wash it twice a week and I'll be good to go. But if I wear it straight, I tend to have to wash it a lot more. So in between washes, in order to get you to that next day without having to wash it, there's a few things you can do. Sorry, I think one of the maids is trying to break in. There's a few steps that you can take, okay? The first thing is to use baby powder. I know a lot of you guys have probably heard this tip already, but it's one I use all the time and it works great. Baby powder, as you know, absorbs oil. So, brunettes, dark-haired females, redheads, be a little bit more cautious with this tip, okay? Because powder is white and your hair is dark. But if you're a blonde, you're good to, you don't have to really worry about this. But all you do is you take some powder. I wish I had some to show you guys, but I don't, so I apologize. Take some powder. Sorry, not trying to give y'all a peep show. Take some powder, sprinkle a little bit into your hands, rub your hands together, flip your hair over, and just do this. And concentrate on your roots, okay? So just do this for about 15 seconds, get it all in there. Just go crazy, okay? For about 15 or 20 seconds, go crazy. Once that's done, you're gonna notice that that shine and that oil look that you had in your hair is gonna be evaporated. At that point, you can blow dry like normal or brush like normal, whatever. Now, if you are gonna blow dry, make sure you blow dry with cool heat, because the hot is just gonna make your oils come out even more again, so that would defeat the whole purpose. So use a cool temperature and just comb, brush, whatever, and you'll notice that your hair looks a lot less oily. Love that tip. If you don't have baby powder, you can also use baking soda. Baking soda works great. So again, just use a little bit. It's gonna give your hair that clean look all over again. Now, the next day, you're probably gonna have to wash your hair. If you had to use the baking powder, or I'm sorry, the baking soda, or the baby powder, the following day you probably will need to wash your hair. So just keep that in mind. My next hair tip, ladies, when you put your hair in a ponytail, I know you get those flyaways, those, all them little frizzies sticking up. I know I get them. So what I like to do, my favorite tip is, and this is also one of my favorite products. I was thinking about doing a favorite product video. I know a lot of you guys commented and said you wanted to see that. So I will definitely do one of those for you very, very soon. But I just have to gather all my favorite products and really narrow it down, because I have like 5,000 of them. Once I do that, I'll definitely make a video. But anyway, one of my favorite tips is using any kind of clear brow gel. This, this is really crusty and disgusting, to be honest with you. I don't use this on anybody but myself. For that reason, I've had this for years and years and years and years. And it's like my all-purpose. I use it to brush my eyebrows. I use it for everything, as you're about to see. So ladies, those flyaways that you have, the frizzies that stick up when you have a ponytail, all you do is take your clear brow gel, and I kind of bent my tip to make it even more accessible, and just comb your baby hairs down. If you want to swoop them over, if you want to comb your flyaways back, it works like a charm every time. This is the bomb, and it fits. It's really small, lightweight. Throw it in your purse, and anytime you have hairs out of place, just comb them. It's in a little comb anyway, so it works. It's A1, perfect. I love this. Okay, now if you don't have this and you want to get really gutter with it, I'm not gonna lie, I do this too. If you have a spare toothbrush, and I'm gonna be real, even if you don't have a spare toothbrush, if you have a toothbrush, which you better have a toothbrush, if you want to get those edges just the same way we did it, or because the bristles are a little bit tighter packed on the toothbrush than they are on the brow gel, you're going to be able to get the areas, like I always hate the areas right around your ear that kind of loop. I would like mine to be very, very tight and taut. So I use a brush sometimes to just stick into some gel and swoop back. And it makes a real tight ponytail. It makes your flyaways stand down, all that good stuff, your edges, whatever. So ladies, if you have an old toothbrush or whatever the case may be, you can use that as well if you don't have the clear brush. My next tip when it comes to hair is, this is just a really simple, quick little thing that I do all the time. You know, you want your hair to smell good, you know, all the time, especially if it's in between washes or whatnot. So what I like to do is, as I'm spritzing my body with perfume, just throw a little, you know, mist in the air, throw it, shake your hair in a little bit.
To the Bay Watch.
And your hair will smell great. Flower Bomb has a hairspray in their scent. So, you know, you can use that, of course, but you know, I don't know how many other brands actually have hair spray perfume. So, you know, but anyway, if you don't have this, you can use this. You can do that with any perfume. I do it with all mine. I do that with all mine, and it works great. And people all throughout the day are like, oh my gosh, your hair smells so good. People hugs and stuff. So that's a good trick. Anyway, my next one is, now this one's really cool if you straighten your hair. This is awesome. And this is also my favorite hairspray. So if you're looking for a new hairspray that you want to try out, definitely give this one a try. It's L'Oreal Paris Elnett Satin. It's awesome. Even though it's extra strong hold, you spray it in and literally 10 seconds later you can put a comb through it and it just holds everything in place without being super stiff. Best hairspray ever. If you just spent hours straightening, flat ironing, blow drying your hair, and you have flyaways or frizzies, and obviously y'all can see that this is a big problem of mine, so if it's not for you, then you're blessed, kudos. But if you're like most people and you have hairs that stick up, you know, once you straighten it, this tip is going to be great for you. Okay, so all you're going to do is, once you're all finished with straightening your hair, you can either do a quick little mist of this hairspray in your hair, or you can spray it onto a brush and brush it into your hair evenly, and then take the can, because of its cylinder shape, okay, it does conform to the shape of your head. So if your hair is straightened after it's sprayed, just take the can and roll it on your hair, okay, and just trace the shape of your head. And this works like a charm. It's gonna make all your hair stand in place, or I should say lay in place. It works awesome. Y'all gotta try that if you haven't tried it already. Skin tips. And told you guys in the beginning of this video I was gonna kind of just wing it as I go. Skin tips and hair tips are just a small section. My next sections that I will be doing in another video at a later time, if y'all want to see it, like I said, let me know. It's gonna be eye tips, eye makeup tips, nail tips, and miscellaneous tips. I have about 10 miscellaneous tips alone, okay? So those 3 are awesome categories as well, super informative and very, a lot of them are really quirky and bizarre tips, but they work great. So let me know in the comments below if you guys want to see another video for that, okay? As far as skin goes, if you wake up and you feel like your skin is just extra tired, if you're hungover and your skin is looking hurt, whatever, and you need a quick pick-me-up, a great thing to do is to use a green tea bag, okay? So get some green tea in a little, you know, tea bag, and make some tea, have you a cup of green tea, that'll wake you up too, and as the tea bag is steeping, just take it out, wring it out while it's still warm, you know, it doesn't have to be hot, but warm, and blot it all over your face, okay? Do this, you can even, you know, make some tea and then get a cotton ball and steep it into the tea and do this, but I prefer using the actual tea bag itself, and just steep it all over your face, blot it all over your face, under your eyes, especially your bags, and you will notice notice in a couple minutes your skin is going to be awake and fresh and bright and right. Another tip, ladies, if you have pimples or redness and you need the inflammation to go down, a really great quick tip to use is toothpaste. You can use toothpaste on those red spots, and within a couple minutes, if you notice, let's say in the morning, if you're getting ready for work or school and you notice,
oh my God, I have a blemish.
okay, all you gotta do, take some toothpaste, dab it on there, go finish getting ready for work or getting ready for wherever, and by the time you come back to put your makeup on, you'll realize that the redness is gone, okay? Awesome tip. Now, everybody has toothpaste, right? Right. Let's just say, you know, you didn't want to use that tip. If you have Advil liquid gels, you can bust one of those puppies open and use the liquid part of the Advil to dab on there. You can do this before bed at night, and when you wake up, you'll realize that your blemishes are not red and they're much less puffy and inflamed, okay? Now, there's things in these in the Advil and in the toothpaste that calm and have a cooling effect to them, and inflammatories that keep redness and puffiness down. So these work great. Also, one that you really probably didn't think of before is Visine. Visine will help keep your puffiness down if you do have a pimple or a blemish on your face. So Visine, toothpaste, and Advil, duh. Okay, so Advil, Visine, and toothpaste.
Keep those on deck if you have blemishes and don't want to be red all day, okay?
Next, okay, and I do this one on a regular basis. If you are worried about your face looking too caked up with foundation, or if you just got a foundation and you're like, this is full coverage and it's too cakey, I don't want a full coverage, I want more of a sheer coverage or less coverage today, or I want a more dewy look, something like that, whatever, mix your foundation with some moisturizer, okay? So I do this every day, and I do it because, one, I do like full coverage, but I also like dewy, so I kind of combine the two, and so I have a full coverage dewy look. But y'all can just play with the combinations and find a a ratio that suits you best. But what I do is I just take my Oil of Olay moisturizer and my Match Master fluid, and I put 1 pump of Match Master, and then I also do 1 little squirt of moisturizer, okay? What this does is you're using half the product that you normally would have to use, because the moisturizer is going to help it spread a lot more. So your skin is going to end up absorbing a lot less foundation than it normally would if you used more product, which is awesome, okay? So it's much better for your skin, and it's a lot more moisturizing because you're using moisturizer. Now, if you want to use even less, another tip that I use, if you realize that your skin or your foundation is way too thick, what I do first is take Fix Plus. If you don't have Fix Plus, just use a damp rag and moisten your face a little bit, okay? Or use Fix Plus to spray your face. Then get a primer, which is going to help your face stay on. Your makeup stay on all day. Do 1 pump of that with 1 pump of your foundation, with 1 pump of your moisturizer. Mix it up with a foundation brush and apply it. Now you've used even less. Your skin, not that you've used less, but your skin is going to absorb a lot less because you're using other things to kind of, barrier that. So less harsh things, I should say. So keep that in mind. You're going to have a much different finish than if you were to just use your foundation without either of those products. But overall your face will be a lot more glowy and dewy, and just overall less coverage, so more sheer, okay? Now for summertime especially, I love this next tip, okay? This is my last tip for skin and face. If you have a liquid bronzer, which I use MAC Luster Drops, looks just like this. You can mix it with your foundation. Now, I know some people that just you know, literally mix it, put it in the same tube as their foundation and shake it up. I don't prefer to do it that way because I use my products on clients as well and they don't always care for that look. But in summertime, if you want your skin to have an extra oomph and extra glow, especially in the cheekbone area, I take 1 pump of my foundation along with 1 squirt or 1 drop of my bronzer, and this, my Luster Drops, this color is Sun Rush, okay, and it just adds a golden color to your foundation. Then get your brush and swipe it on wherever you can put it on your whole face. That's what I do. I just put it all over, and all day you'll have just a very subtle shimmer and glow to your foundation, and your skin will just look radiant all day. Ladies, so I hope that you've taken notes and stored everything in your mind if you haven't taken notes. But these tips are tips that I've acquired literally over years and years of doing makeup, and they help me on a daily basis. So I hope this video was helpful to you guys, and you know, if you want to see more videos like this, especially if you want to hear the other categories that I mentioned earlier, don't forget to let me know, and I would love to hook y'all up with another video like this, okay? So thank you for watching, and I hope y'all are having a great week. Also, my contest. This is what day is it today? Today is the 22nd of February. My contest began on February 20th, okay, and it ends on March 2nd. The first group, the first winner will be announced on March 3rd. Then 10 days later, another winner will be, you know, will have won and be announced the following day. Y'all get what I'm saying, okay? If you've been following me and you know what contest I'm talking about, then you know the details anyway. But anyway, make sure that you check out my giveaway video. I'll put a link above so that you guys don't miss out on my amazing makeup giveaway. I'm giving away tons of stuff and I really want you guys to win. So definitely check out that video. And if you haven't already subscribed, make sure you click that button for your girl, okay? So rate, comment, subscribe, and I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon.